Today I want to get gothy. I am talking about mysterious, dark, dramatic, elegant. Will I find that in this skirt pattern? I'm not sure. Do I have a top to complete the desired look? I don't think so. Will that stop me? Not a chance. In February, I'm going to be going to Massachusetts to attend a creative retreat. I am excited to get dressed up and basically play make-believe as an adult. It's something that I haven't done for a long time. This skirt pattern here really caught my attention. One of the outfits that I have to put together is kind of like this dark academic Victorian Gothic style outfit. I think it's a really beautiful pattern. I am a little intimidated by how thick my linen is that I have to kind of complete this look. Anytime I try to sew a lot of gathers with thick linen, it always leads to disaster. I saw this skirt pattern a few weeks ago and purchased it from Etsy. I thought that the silhouette was gorgeous and that it had a lot of versatility. I feel like you can really dress it up or down. I don't know if I have a top yet to complete the look that I'm going for, but worst case scenario, I'll just have to sew something. I have plenty of shirt patterns that could fit the bill and I have a ton of fabric left over. I'm curious to see if I can pull this skirt off with the fabric choice, but you know, I'm gonna give it a try and hopefully something fun will come of it. I've hit a couple snags with the skirt project so far, but I think I can overcome them. The first issue I had is that the skirt pattern wasn't actually in my size. I was one size smaller than the smallest size they provided. To compensate, I thought instead of using a 5/8 inch seam allowance, I would use one of the lines farther out. I don't know technically what that seam allowance is, but it's this line right here. Actually, I ended up making the skirt a little too small. Once the buttons are running down the front, I'm a little nervous that they're gonna have, you know, the circular button puckers when you try to button something that's a little too tight for your body. Fingers crossed it's not too apparent. The second snag I hit is that the hem is really uneven. I don't know how I did that. I matched up all of the pattern pieces appropriately. By the time I cut everything to the shortest length and turn it up, I hope it's still long enough to read as Victorian. The last problem I have is my gathers here. As you can see, the gathers on this side are a little chunky. They don't lay as nice as the gathers on the other side. This was the first side I did, and I kind of struggled sewing it. I sewed the second side in a different way, and I was able to manage the gathers a little more. I already forget what I did to get the nicer gathers on the other side, so next time I make a project, I'll probably run into the same problem. I don't know why I'm not learning from my mistakes. Hopefully it's not too visually distracting. I notice it and it does drive me crazy, but I have to remember that it's easier for me to spot my own mistakes. Good morning. I ended up hand stitching the facing here on the inside of the garment, which creates a nice finished edge that is basically invisible on the outside, and that went well. I thought that both facings, which extend the full length of the front of the skirt, only took me about an hour. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna hand stitch the hem as well. But the hem is taking me multiple hours. So I would say all in all, the hem of this skirt is about a 3-hour endeavor here. And maybe the facing was an hour each, but it doesn't make sense why the hem is taking so much longer. I decided to go with the hand-stitched hem because I thought it would just look more appropriate with this type of skirt versus having the very apparent stitching that shows when you use the machine, like on the bottom of a pair of jeans, that type of hem. I didn't really want that for this skirt. I don't really know the name of the stitch that I'm using. It might be called a slip stitch, but don't quote me on that. The whole purpose of this stitch is that it's hidden. Now you can see it if you go looking for it, but it's not an incredibly prominent eye-catching stitch. You're going to grab about 3 threads, literally just 3 threads. On the underside of the fabric, that is going to end up showing through on the right side of the garment. So you grab those 3 threads, you dive right into the fold of this seam here and kind of shimmy along within the fold, again hiding the stitching. When you bring the needle out, right at that exit point is where you're going to grab the next few threads. So on the right side of the fabric, every 1/4 inch or less, you basically just see a tiny little pucker that can almost be ironed out completely where those 3 threads are grabbed. And then on the inside, you really don't see much of anything because all of the stitching is hidden in the fold of the seam, and you're done. Now, it's simple to do, but it's very time consuming, at least if you're me and you're not very good at it. But it's worth it, and I'm just about done the garment. I'm excited to put an outfit together and go film the reveal. Well, that was kind of dramatic, but that is the point of this whole outfit and look. I'm not accustomed to acting or performing in general, so I can't really bog myself down with those types of concerns or overanalyzing what I'm doing because I'm just honestly having so much fun. I'm really excited that you stuck through the whole project with me. I hope you enjoyed the outcome like I do. I think that this skirt pattern is incredibly versatile, and I am excited to try to turn it into a jumper next. So I will keep you tuned in for that that project where I modify this pattern, I just want to let you know that I think I am 5 or 6 videos deep at this point with my channel, and the community and support has been amazing. I absolutely love your feedback. I love hearing from you, so please don't hesitate to comment below. I promise to respond. If you've enjoyed this video, if you could like it and subscribe, it really means the world to me. I'm super excited to grow and challenge myself, and I would love for you to be there every step of the way. So until next time, bye!